Hey guys, Shannon Roddy here from Marketplace Seller Courses, and today I want to talk about the difference between Vendor Central and Seller Central and help you decide what is best and makes the most sense for your business. So, Vendor Central is typically called 1P or first party, and Seller Central is typically called 3P. And the primary difference is the model. So Vendor Central is more of a wholesale model where you are selling to Amazon wholesale at a wholesale price, and Amazon is taking those products, then they're handling the fulfillment, you're shipping your products to Amazon, and they're also handling every individual order, and they're also handling the customer service. And the primary benefits to Vendor Central is the scalability, right? You can treat them like any other retailer or big box. You're able to ship in large quantities, whether it's pallets or containers, to Amazon, and basically once your PO clears, you're able to get paid for that. Now, the biggest benefits of Seller Central, the primary difference is in Seller Central, you're just using Amazon as a platform, as a sales platform. You can still use FBA, their Fulfillment by Amazon, but instead of Amazon controlling everything in terms of the price and the customer experience, you have a little more control. And we really like the Seller Central platform for that reason. But you think about the benefits of being able to use FBA, but still have it be your inventory. If there's any issues with it, you're able to recall that inventory at any point, and you can also decide what you stock and put into FBA. So if Amazon doesn't place a PO, if they don't place an order for your inventory, that means it's just going to be out of stock. With Seller Central, you can decide what products you want to put into stock at Amazon, and you can also control the inventory process. Now, the other thing that you can do is control the price on Seller Central. So again, you can have certain suggested prices, manufacturer, suggested prices on Vendor Central, but ultimately Amazon's going to sell the product at whatever price they want, and they will compare your prices off Amazon, and they will typically drop down their price to any price where your product is being sold at that price or sometimes less than in order to gain market share. With Seller Central, you control the pricing. So Amazon's not competing, and you can effectively set the prices that you want on Amazon, and typically you're going to have price parity across the board with other marketplaces, but it puts you a little more in the driver's seat. The last thing is customer service and customer experience. Yes, Amazon has a goal of being the most consumer-centric company in the world, and that's great, but it also means that their fastest and easiest way to make a customer satisfied is to simply give them a refund. So if a customer contacts Amazon and they're not happy with it, Amazon's just going to refund them the money and say, thanks for being an Amazon customer. But you don't necessarily want that. What you want to do is you want to resolve the issue. Maybe they got a bad product. Maybe it was a manufacturer defect or damage in shipping. You want to resolve that issue. You want to send the customer a replacement. You want to make sure that they're satisfied. Maybe they didn't know how to use the product correctly. And if you can solve their problem and win that customer over, it's going to mean more positive product reviews. It's going to mean a customer who's going to then share it with their friends or their family and give them word of mouth. There's a lot of benefits to maintaining the brand equity, if you will, on Seller Central. Now, a lot of companies, the reason that they went with Vendor Central was Vendor Central had all of these benefits. So they had things like A+ content and brand ads and storefronts and things that you couldn't do on Seller Central. Well, Amazon has migrated a majority of those benefits over from Vendor Central to Seller Central through brand registry over the past few years. This means that basically anything that you can do in Vendor Central, you can do on Seller Central as well now. And that's why over the last couple of years, we've seen a shift where for the first time in Amazon's history, more sales are being done through third party, through Seller Central, than Vendor Central. And we're going to see that trend probably continue over the next few years. In fact, from a recent FeedAdvisor study, 71% of Vendor Central companies that were selling on Vendor Central or first party examined and wanted to invest in expanding into 3P and Seller Central as well. So one last note, if you are selling on Vendor Central and want to sell on Seller Central, there's going to be a process of moving and migrating from Vendor Central to Seller Central. And the primary aspect of that is you have to work on what's called retail contribution removals. When you create a detail page and you do create an optimized listing and title and images through Vendor Central, you're not going to be able to control the listing in Seller Central unless you get those retail contributions removed. The last note on this is you cannot sell the same ASIN on both Vendor Central and Seller Central at the same time. So make sure that if you have a hybrid model or you're migrating over, that you stop selling on Vendor Central, you stop fulfilling POs, and then you can add that ASIN or SKU to your listing in Seller Central and complete that migration. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments or the questions section below. And you can also subscribe to us at Marketplace Seller Courses on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. And as always, check out the Marketplace Expert Podcast wherever podcasts are found. And I hope to help you make selling on Amazon simple.